Hey everyone, it's Hiedi Scott with DIY I'm coming live for the second time today because I've had several requests from people who've seen the videos that I've done recently to tell them about this pumpkin that I had sitting on this breadboard food riser right behind me. So I want to tell you how I made this, and I want to tell you a story about how I learned how to make these. And I just want to let you know that there's a bazillion different ways to make these fabric pumpkins. Most of them start out with a roll of toilet paper, so if that seems kind of, I don't know, weird, it just is what it is. So, and you guys are so crafty. You may have a way better idea of how to do this. Some people will use twine around it to sort of pull in ridges. I haven't gone that far. So anyways, okay, so this sweet little pumpkin right here, this was given to me more than 10 years ago, probably 12 or 14 years ago. And at the time, I was a consultant with Southern Living at Home, and I had a large team of other people that were consultants under me. And one of my friends had her mother live in the same town or the same area as I did, but she was not part of my team. And I said, of course, tell your sweet mom to start coming to the meetings that I was holding at my house back in the day when we used to do stuff in person. Anyway, so her mom started coming. Her name was Phil. She was a sweetheart. Every time she came, she had just a little something for me to say, you know, thank you for including me in your team meetings. And one time towards fall, she brought me this. And this was the first time I had ever seen a toilet paper pumpkin. This is the actual one that she made me. So I'm not gonna take it apart because it's precious to me. So anyways, Phil continued to come to our meetings, and then sadly she got ovarian cancer, and she ended up passing away. But I have really wonderful memories of her and her sweet daughter Katie. And one of them involves this little toilet paper pumpkin, or not, yeah, toilet paper pumpkin. So let me show you how you do it. Okay, so this is the one that I've had sitting on my shelf, and I'm going to show you with a napkin how to make one from the very start. Okay, so this is just a cloth napkin from Hobby Lobby. Put this down and grab my ruler because I know someone's going to ask, how big is it? I get that question all the time. Let's see, where is my ruler? Well, here's one. This will work. Okay, so your piece of fabric is going to need to be at least 18 by 18, all right? And I should have ironed this, but I just took it apart to show you. Okay, and then you're gonna want to have some batting. And what I had on hand when I was making this was the stuff that I had under my Dickens Village Christmas house. But it works too, and I'm always saying, use what you have. Don't go buy something new if you have something that you could just repurpose. So this was on a Christmas village one year, and now it is part of a pumpkin. And you can see that I cut it. I cut a little bit of the corners away so that it wouldn't be so thick. All right. And then this is just a roll of toilet paper in case you've never seen one. Just your basic. And all you're gonna do is set it in the middle, and then you're gonna start pulling the two corners up, and you're pushing the ends into the center from side to side to side to side, okay? And then these spots right here, we're gonna clean those up a little bit by pulling them apart and pleating them. Can you see what I'm saying? And stick that in the hole. Whoops, pull this part out and pleat it nicer. Stick that in the hole. And I have some little add-ons to show you in just a second. This would probably be nicer if I wasn't doing it on a live because it's wanting to come out right now. I may not have had my napkin completely centered. I don't know. Okay, so what holds it all in place is you can do something like what Phil did way back when she just got a twig out of her yard. And I did that as well when I made this one. But at Dollar Tree, they have these little, let me show you what this looks like. It says wood stems for $1. And I know there's got to be a ton of different things that we could do with these. I have like 3 packages of them in my craft closet. So I'm just going to open this up. I haven't really done anything with them yet. And we could grab either a fat one or a skinny one. I mean, it's just completely up to you what look you want. So then you just are gonna stick your piece of wood into your hole. That sounds funny. Okay, there's that one. It could have been whichever one I picked. And then I like the idea of adding some of these burlap leaves to it. And I didn't get my raffia out, but you could do that as your final step. So right now at Dollar Tree, they have some good leaves, some good burlap leaves that have the wire on the back. Let's do orange since I don't have any, I haven't used these yet. Okay, so all you're gonna do is kind of give it a little movement. Oh, and I want to show you guys on those metal sunflowers something also, so hopefully I'll remember. And then we're basically gonna stick I might have to cut this shorter or just fold it shorter. So did you guys see the live that I did earlier where I showed you my finished t-shirt? Isn't it cute? And I also showed you guys how to stencil some masks, which they're right here. I'll show you. We made this one that says, "You got this." This mask was from Target. It was 2 for $4. And then this one says, "Pray more, worry less." Both of those stencil pieces come from a magnoliadiy.com stencil set called Encouraging Words. Anyways, so this is basically what you get. You could add as many leaves as you wanted. And you can just notice how I crumpled these, and that is what gives it some personality. They don't just look flat. So I could fix this up. This black and white one, I could put a black and white ribbon around it. I could put some raffia, some twine. I could go outside and get a bigger piece of wood from my yard. These are just so easy, and they're kind of fun to set in your bathroom in the fall. So anyways, okay, let me show you one other thing. I'm gonna take these off of my banner here. Okay, after we did the banner that you see hanging behind me, which I think that was Friday or Saturday, I can't remember, it's a blur. My crafting is all a big blur to me. I showed you guys how to use those Dollar Tree cookie sheets to make these things that look kind of like a sunflower. It's this one, it's got a little flattened. And on this one, I just used the black chalk paste from magnoliadiy.com that I stenciled that with. I used that same chalk paste and just painted the center. And then here's another one. They've all gotten kind of smushed. anyways, so a lot of you guys have tried them, and you're writing me back saying that you're just not any good at it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, let me explain a couple things. So your sunflowers, if you don't give them some life and some bend to them, they're gonna look like this. They're gonna just be straight. And that's, you know, I don't think that looks as good. So I just wanted to show you technically how I did it. All I did was bend a little hump into the inner part of the leaf, and then I took the end and bent it out. Can you see that? This one right here. And I did that all the way around, and then I crumpled them to some degree and then straightened them out a little bit so they don't look just so flat. And then I did that on all the different layers. Is I just took my finger and plumped them up a little bit in the close in, and then took the ends, this is hard to describe, and kind of bent them out a little bit. And that makes it look a little bit more realistic and less flat. So this one I did a good job on. I also used a stylist to draw a center down each one on this one. You guys see what I mean? So that's really all I wanted to show you. If you're making these Dollar Tree cookie sheet sunflowers and you're thinking they don't look anything like mine, just do a little bending and scrunching, and you could use the end of a pencil to draw a line or to get some movement there, and I'm sure that your sunflowers will turn out awesome. So that's all I have for right now. I hope that you guys will try, if you haven't already done these toilet paper pumpkins, I hope you'll give it a try. You can use a scrap of fabric that's going to be at least 18 by 18, or a napkin. And this black and white one came from Hobby Lobby last year, and they have them again this year if you like this black and white look. You can use these little leaves that come from Dollar Tree, these little wood stems that also come from Dollar Tree, or just go out in your yard and pick up part of a branch, something like this, to stick in it. So, all right, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm gonna take pictures. I'm also gonna work on some more masks because I'm not completely satisfied with these, and also they're way too big. When I was at Target purchasing them, I wasn't really paying attention, and these are large, and look how big they are. They're just gigantic for my face. They'd work for kind of a larger man, I think. And I'm also gonna fiddle around with the placement, where I put them, and adding some extra stuff. So if I can get that accomplished today, I will show it to you later this afternoon. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.